right, so here he is, Khabib Nurmagomedov. His future in all likelihood is in the UFC Hall of Fame, but his present is this fight right now, once again taking on a fellow top 10, 155-pound.
And when you've done everything that Khabib has done, that's all you see, is the best the business has to offer. Yeah. And after the McGregor fight, his star shined more brightly than he ever could have imagined. I know how humble Khabib is. I know how much he loves to live in privacy. I understand that, but when you beat a Conor McGregor in the way that he did, he became an international icon, and it shows as you watch him in his pursuits of just opportunities and everything. But nothing is available to Khabib if he does not take care of business in this octagon. And every time he steps foot there, he does exactly that. One of the most dominant fighters the UFC has ever seen.
Going into that Conor McGregor fight, UFC 229, October of 2018, had about 4 million Instagram followers. How about 15 million? He got some pictures.
I mean, the next day, he was up at 10. It was unbelievable. That's what happens when you fight Conor McGregor, and you beat him.
Most lightweights say, top to bottom, the toughest matchup for them in this division is Khabib Nurmagomedov. We'll see how it goes for him. All right, here's the Armenian Arman Tsarukyan, a lightweight that many believe will one day be wearing UFC gold around his waist. The winning streak is in tow, and the strength of schedule has just been fantastic, really dating to the Islam Makhachev fight back in 2019. At times, perhaps Tsarukyan has been a victim of expectation, but largely he has lived up to what was some appreciable hype when he signed with the UFC back in 2019. He has inched his way towards contention. He's a guy that some have called the boogeyman of lightweight division, a guy that a lot of people don't want to fight. Eventually, you gotta fight him. We'll see if he can rise to the occasion here tonight. Well, so much UFC history has played out here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Plenty more where that came from tonight. The athletes are ready to go. And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. And now to get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Khabib, the Eagle, Nurmagomedov. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Arman, Tsarukyan.
And there's Herb Dean. He will handle the action inside the octagon. Well, for all the places we go in the world, you can hold up to this one. Good evening from T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Opened April of 2016. UFC went there for the first time at UFC 200, and they've been bringing big shows seemingly every other month ever since.
They call Vegas the fight capital of the world. And if you're talking about a home base for the UFC, you're talking about T-Mobile Arena, home to some of the biggest UFC events ever. UFC 200, Conor McGregor versus Khabib Nurmagomedov. This place has been the home of some of the biggest UFC fights in history. Tonight, you get to take the same walk to that octagon and try to make your mark on this group.
All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
That is how you reverse position on the ground. Beautifully done by him there. Oh, how about that reversal by him there? All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground.
Oh, right into mount.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you got to shrimp, you got to get up on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space. Beautiful transition. Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
Moving his head on the ground here, avoiding a lot of these big shots. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Nurmagomedov's in half guard now. But at least staying busy on the bottom. Oh, he reversed position there on the ground, and he's now in the dominant position.
It's work. Come on, I'll stand you up. It's work.
There it is. Now he's going to mount.
Nurmagomedov getting peppered here from the top. He's got to figure out a way to cover up.
In the half guard.
Tsarukyan is back in full mount.
That was nice.
While the ground and pound is there once again, strong work here by Tsarukyan. Oh, shades of the Godfather with the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Totally somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position.
Under 2 minutes now to go in round one. Nurmagomedov getting worked over, something fierce here by those hammer fists.
Oh, he passes to half guard now, and he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt. This is where he wants to be.
Good movement defensively here on the ground by Nurmagomedov.
Great shot from the top position.
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man, I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. While the ground and pound has been on point tonight, good work here by Tsarukyan. Takes his back now. So we cross the 30-second mark in our opening round. $20 seconds to go in round one. Nice positional control here. All right, here, final seconds of round one. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Round two is next.
All right, buddy, take a seat. Deep breath for me. Breathe. All right, let's get him some water. Take a drink. All right, here we go. Listen, you're doing absolutely awesome.
All right, a lot of highlights from which to choose over those previous 5 minutes, DC. Let's take a look at the replay.
Yeah, and for all the good that he did in that round, it was the punching that really led to him really taking control of the fight. He did a great job finding his shot over and over again.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round two is underway. All right, here we go with the next round. We'll see if he can pick up where he left off. No reason really to change anything. What a connection by him there. His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school.
Short uppercut in the clinch by Tsarukyan. All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. He talked to us a lot about pace and pressure, and he has certainly kept up his end.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC.
Getting them out here.
Working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Nurmagomedov. Another ground and pound strike lands.
He's doing it.
All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
He can attack submission, but those submissions will present themselves once he is landing that brutal ground and pound he is known for. Because then his opponent will start to get a little bit desperate to get out from under him, which will then in turn leave arms dangling, or he'll turn to his knees and get choked out. Changing the position.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Ground and pound. The hammer Mark Coleman would be proud. Under 3 minutes to go here in round 2. Nurmagomedov's really pressing now. He's got his opponent's belly flat on the mat.
We may get a finish here. Rear naked choke, locked in. All he's got to do now is drive forward pressure to make his opponent tap.
Oh, wow, he got out and mounted.
What a beautiful display of submission defense. Not panicking whenever he was beat so greatly by that rear naked choke.
Let's go. Move those hips and get up.
All right, dominant position for him here. Full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent.
All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so that he can try to get his chokes off or find great ground and pound, but very patient ground and pound from such a dominant position.
Under a minute now to go in the round.
Gotta be careful, arm bar. What a tight arm bar.
Oh, looks tight to me. Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, and submission defense wins this transition.
Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
Nurmagomedov going for the body.
Oh, he's hurt bad. Oh, that was a big one there.
Oh, big elbow. 10 minutes in the can.
All right, listen. You did good that round, but I need you to do a little bit better. When you're close to the distance and grabs you, I need you to avoid that takedown, okay? Let's not win.
All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Tsarukyan gets caught by that straight punch. His defense has abandoned him tonight. Takedown defense holds up. Oh, how good was that judo toss?
Oh, nice. Now he's going full mount.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Tsarukyan. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Trying to guard pass here. Not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions.
Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your handstand, up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than the half guard in the side control, because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up, because his legs are just, oh, now he's gonna find himself in a little more danger.
Well, it looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's gotta start to protect it.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, John, and then he just gets up.
Good work from the top here by Nurmagomedov.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
Nurmagomedov's back in full mount.
Now he's got good body position, yup.
We have crossed the midpoint of this fight. Oh, postures up and lands a huge head strike there. Nicely done by Nurmagomedov. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Nurmagomedov. And busy as he looks to improve position here. Well, his superior grappling has certainly been the lead narrative in this one. The takedown. All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
Nurmagomedov's right back to the full mount. Well, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaged battle there on the ground.
And both of these guys should feel pretty satisfied because they both had their moments and they both showed true skill on the ground.
Well, you've got to admire the urgency here. He is trying to keep the judges out of it, lighten up his opponent left and right. Oh, tags him with the straight. Nice job there by Nurmagomedov. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? One minute to go in the round.
He landed it perfectly. Perfect placement, perfect position. What a huge blow in a big moment in this fight.
Oh, big left hand there. Well, his opponent seemed to be stunned to a significant extent, but was able to recover, and it's almost like he let him off the hook.
Kind of let him off the hook. He needed to really put his foot on the gas to try to find that finish.
All right, 20 seconds to go in the round. Tsarukyan's looking to go from the full to the half guard here. Opponent not having it.
He's work. I'm standing up. He's work.
Not being just defensive, but offensive off of his back. Great punch lands.
All right, sit down, bud. The cut's not an issue at all. You're barely bleeding. It's okay. Focus on the fight. Do not worry about that. All right, we got 5 minutes. He's hurt.
All right, so there's the end of the round. The storyline over those previous 5 minutes. Volume takedowns, offensive wrestling.
Yeah, this is an exhausting type of fight. not only for the offensive fighter, but also for the opponent. Always being under attack, always being defensive, always reacting starts to really wear at your gas tank. It's interesting to see who is more fresh going into the next round.
Ready.
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Well, you start to really worry about the wrestling, and there's that left hand from Khabib.
Underrated. I mean, it's a very underrated part of his game, his ability to stand and strike with anybody in the UFC.
Nurmagomedov gets the double leg takedown.
Trying to recover full guard there.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. Oh, these are some serious power punches from the top by Nurmagomedov.
That was a slick transition. He passes the half.
Tsarukyan gets up. He is back on the feet here.
Great block.
Oh, that's a system blow right there, DC. He's rocked.
That was a beautiful hook. It landed perfectly, and it hurt his opponent very bad. Beautiful.
Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both parties are hurt.
Both guys are hurt. Both guys are fighting beautifully. Both are showing a lot of heart right now in this fight. They're both doing amazing jobs. Let's see who gets the job done at the end of this thing.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Another strike hits that eye area, and it is getting messier by the minute up there.
Well, he's getting targeted now. He's been hitting that spot so many times that his opponent sees the cut, and the cut is advancing.
Just over 3 minutes to go. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Nurmagomedov. All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and it's starting to show itself.
Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Tags him with the uppercut. Decent right hook attempt, but it's no good. Well, he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. He continues to connect on a high volume of strikes here. So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse, and you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him, whether or not he's reaching for it, whether or not he's confused by where it's at. We got to start to watch his reactions now as we go forward.
All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Nurmagomedov's right back to the full mount here.
He's isolating an arm. Arms in deep.
Oh, that's gotta be it. And there it is! Back with style points tonight.
Jeez Louise.
Absolutely remarkable what this fighter was able to accomplish here tonight. As you can see, the years of repetitions in the gym to set it up and ultimately get the tap there. Great technique to set up the finish. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
Just watch how slowly he approaches the submission, though. He never rushes. He takes his time, but it's his trickiness. It's his ability to trick people into going to the floor with him that puts them in danger and finishing fights.
All right, we now go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes of round number 4. For the winner by submission, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
All right, so a lot of fighters have suffered from a similar fate against Khabib Nurmagomedov. You heard it there from Buff. He gets it done by submission tonight.
I mean, this is his world. When you're having to grapple with Khabib Nurmagomedov and spend extended periods of time on the ground, you're constantly under duress. You're constantly in danger. And Khabib finds his position, gets a submission victory that he wanted so badly, and truly propels himself towards the top of his division.
And he said he might have been able to win a kickboxing match here tonight. But you hear us talk about the path of least resistance. Nurmagomedov took it tonight, and he gets it done by submission.